Hi, good morning, everybody. Could you guys let me know if you're hearing me okay in the chat, please? Looking at the chat, are you guys hearing me? Testing 1, 2, 3. Anyone hearing me? Let me check. Oh, I'm not sure if my microphone is working properly. Testing 1, 2, 3. Are you guys hearing me? Let me know in the chat, guys. Okay. Thank you, Omar. Thank you. Oh, sorry, I thought Carrie Ann texted. Oh, sorry, I didn't see your message, Carrie Ann. Sorry about that. All right, so we'll get started now. So I want to welcome you all. Good morning to everybody again. I appreciate you all for taking the time to join me today. Um, as some of you might know, I'm Anthony Daly, IT specialist and cybersecurity analyst at Think and Change. So today, I'll be guiding you guys through how we can secure your digital future with Coro. Coro is one of the most advanced cybersecurity platforms on the market. Um, as cyber threats grow more frequent, sophisticated, and costly, businesses need solutions that are powerful yet simple to implement and manage. So that's where Think and Change comes in, delivering smart, automated protection that secures your business with minimal effort. So in the next few minutes, I'll share what sets Coro apart, how it seamlessly integrates with our systems or your systems, and why it's becoming the trusted choice for modern security. So let's get started, okay? So I see we have a lot of participants joining from all over the world. So you guys can feel free to share where you're joining from. Give you guys a minute to share that in the chat. So everybody share where they're joining from. I'm looking at the chat right now. Okay, I see more enterprise, limited port more. So that's Jamaica. Anybody else? Jacqueline Scott. Okay. Okay. So it seems we have um, mostly Jamaicans here. All right. Okay. So before we dive right in, quick note for everybody: we'll be running a few interactive polls throughout the session to keep things engaging. So um, as soon as I launch a poll, you guys will see the poll pop up in the chat. You just click it and enter your answer. Okay. So we're going to give it a try, right, with this first poll. So let me get that out here. Give me a minute here, guys. Let me just add a few. All right. I have to keep putting this one by one. Oh, so let's down. Forgive me, guys, if it's this the stream is operating a bit laggy. My computer. All right, let me rephrase the question because it seems too long. Okay, so let me just use this section. Set up. All right, guys. So we'll swing back around to the poll because it seems to be having a bit of issues. So let's get into it. So cybersecurity. All right. So Coro cybersecurity. So let's take a quick look at what makes Coro such a powerful cybersecurity solution. So Coro, right, is not your traditional cybersecurity platform. It's a new breed built with a modular system that operates under a single platform to secure your entire organization. So, what sets Coro apart is that all its modules, whether for email, endpoint data protection, or network security, share a single data engine. This means they don't operate in silos. They communicate with each other seamlessly, providing unified protection and coordinated response. So, even more impressive, the platform is powered by artificial intelligence, which automatically resolves about 95% of security issues. And for the remaining 5%, Coro's one click resolution feature allows your team to take immediate action with minimal effort. So, let me stop it. So as you can see with the visuals below, Coro operates with one interface, one endpoint agent, and one data engine. This simplifies your entire security infrastructure, reducing overhead, eliminating conflicts, and improving your organization's security posture from end to end. In short, Cora gives you comprehensive protection that's simple, smart, and also highly effective. So now we have the agenda. What we'll be going through is Cora cybersecurity, the active modules, what does Cora do for you, the cloud security panel, the email security panel, endpoint security panel, endpoint data governance panel, the user data governance panel, the control panel, and lastly, we'll be ending with our closing statements and conclusion. All right. So these are all the modules that is listed in Coro. So Coro has 13 modules, but these are the main modules that are currently being showcased. So we have cloud security, email security module, the endpoint security module, endpoint data governance module, the security awareness training module, user data governance module, mobile device management module, EDR, which is short for endpoint detection and response, the network security module as well. So these are some of the things that Coro does for you. So as we continue to take a look at some of the powerful features of Coro, or the powerful features that Coro has to offer your business, Coro defends against email phishing attacks. So one of the most common ways cyber criminals try to gain access to sensitive information um, is by sending email phishing attacks, right? So I think everyone might be familiar with it, but if you're not, you can type in the chat and I can give a brief explanation if you guys need me to. Coro, it also prevents password exposure, so helping to block unauthorized access due to leaked credentials. Similarly, GDPR or PCI, informational exposure denial, ensures that your data stays protected and secure. Right. So Coro malware detection capabilities proactively identifies and stops malicious software before it causes any damage at all. It can also encrypt your messages, providing secure message communication channels for sensitive information. It also has a built-in VPN support. Coro protects your data when working remotely or on public networks, right? Another great feature is mass data deletion prevention, which safeguards your files from accidentally or malicious wipeouts. And this is just the beginning. There's much more under the hood to explore. Core is designed to simplify cybersecurity while delivering robust protection across the board. So now we're going to hop over to our first module. So this is the dashboard of one of our clients. I'm afraid I'm not able to disclose the name of that client. So we'll be using this as a reference for some of the things that Coro does. So Coro's cloud security module is a cloud access security broker-based solution providing advanced malware and ransomware detection and remediation for connected users and their cloud drives. This includes detection of access permissions violation. So this is where unauthorized changes to a user or data access, right? Now let's focus on the cloud security section of the dashboard. So over the past 90 days, we see that Coro has resolved 3 incidences providing critical protection for our cloud environment. So here's the breakdown of the key threats detected and mitigated. So as mentioned before, we see access permissions violation, we see mass data deletion, which is where suspicious amount of large-scale deletion attempts have happened. We have abnormal admin activity, which is unusual behavior from a privileged account. We have malware in the cloud drive, mass data download, suspected bot attacks, and suspected identity compromise. So our integration with Google Workspace ensures continuous monitoring, allowing us to quickly identify and respond to these risks. This visibility is crucial for maintaining a secure cloud infrastructure. And Coro does integrate with a lot of other cloud based platforms, such as Microsoft 365, Slack, Dropbox, and a few others. Let me slow down a bit. All right. All right. So now we hop over to the email security panel. So Coro's email security module simplifies email protection. So offering a comprehensive solution from pre to post delivery, including encryption services, uh, um, and various other things. So Coro guards against a wide range of threats, such as identity spoofing, malware, and ransomware injections, malicious embedded links, generic and spear phishing, also email account takeover. So basically everything. So Coro can also identify content categorized as spam in email message bodies, headers, and attachments. So when activated, Coro provides real-time email threat detection by working with your connected Gmail or Microsoft 365 cloud service through API connection. This API-based approach means Coro can seamlessly integrate with your email provider directly without requiring admin users to perform specific configurations for each user. Coro also acts on email activity notifications sent by Google or Microsoft and performs remediation actions as necessary. So now turning to our email security metrics, we see that Coro has processed 9,175 emails in the last 90 days with 39 threats resolved. So let's break down the key findings of this. So the top threats that were mitigated were user impersonation, which led with 19 cases. So this is where fraudulent emails pretending to be internal staff happen. Another top threat we see, suspicious content, whether it be, for example, scams or social engineering. Um, this account, this affected five. This occurred 5 times or 5 times. Yeah. So also we have blacklisted senders. So this is known malicious sources. So this was triggered 3 times. We also have had phishing attempts. Um, as I said before, this is where someone is trying to basically impersonate someone or impersonate somebody you guys know in order to get critical information so they can access your systems. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I see that master builders. Yeah, you guys can join back when you get the chance. Thank you for joining. All right, so continuing along, so merging patterns. So while threats like brand slash domain impersonation and malware attachments showed zero incidences this period, their absence suggests either effective filtering or shifting attacker tactics, something to monitor closely. And lastly, we're going to look at user-driven security. So notably, users reported threats were at zero, which could mean automated systems are catching threats before users see them, or teams need refreshers on reporting suspicious emails. This data highlights both our strengths and areas for vigilance. All right, great. So now we jump over to the endpoint security section. So Coro's endpoint security is a robust solution that utilizes the Coro agent to automatically recognize any endpoint devices that have the Coro agent installed on them. So Coro endpoint security records and logs all endpoint activity, analyzing all activity related to data movement and to they detect anomalies, including human error, and automatically it remediates 95% of the security incidences found. So our endpoint security dashboard here shows 3 resolved incidences over the past 90 days, reflecting robust protection for devices across the organization. So let's examine the key monitored threats. So firstly, we have critical protections in place. So what were the critical protections in place? So we have malware on endpoint, we have firewall disabled, and system integrity protection disabled. So this is where guarded against these are guarded against tampering with core system files. So proactive threat mitigation. So unrecognized endpoint drive. This is where flagged on unauthorized storage devices to prevent data leaks. We have device password mining and non-genuine Windows copy. So what are the additional layers of security now? So we have VSS backup protection. This secured backup systems from ransomware attacks. And then we have UAC notification mining. This prevented unauthorized elevation of user privileges. So while the incident count suggests strong defenses, continuous monitoring remains essential, especially for merging threats like hinged processes or gatekeeper disabled on macOS systems. All right, now we move on to the endpoint data governance panel. So Coro's endpoint data governance helps admin users define a strategy for sensitive data handling by authorized users. So compliance, and this is a big deal, being that we have the Jamaica Data Protection Act that has been passed down recently. Um, Compliance involves implementing policies, procedures, and controls to ensure data availability, integrity, confidentiality, and privacy in accordance with applicable laws and regulations, and also industry standards. So Coro detects file access violations on local and removable drives through sensitive data scans. So basically, admin users can initiate a scan by selecting remote scan for sensitive data from a device action menu on the devices page of Coro, or schedule scans to run automatically on a set schedule using the Coro dashboard. So some examples of regulations Core can enforce is, as I said before, GDPR, GLB, HIPAA, SOC, you name it, right? And it's very customizable. So let's say, for instance, Core doesn't have a set regulation that your country abides by, then that can be in tuned with Coro specifically for you. Coro's endpoint data governance module also enables admin users to scan endpoint devices for storage of, let's say, of sensitive information, basically, which includes credit card data, health data, um, non-public data, and also personal data. So now shifting to the endpoint data governance panel, what were the highlights? So our success in safeguarding sensitive data across all devices over the past 90 days, we've had 0 incidences, demonstrating strong compliance and control measures. So what are the protected data categories? We have MPI, which is member personal information. We have PCI, which is payment card information. PHI, which is protected health information. FH, which is financial holdings. What are the device oversights here? We see 2 devices under active monitoring, reflecting either a focus scope or high efficiency in threat prevention. All right, so now we're on to the user data governance panel. So Coro's user data governance defines a structured approach to secure data handling for an organization and also its end users, including employees, contractors, and third-party vendors. It mitigates risk such as data breaches, leaks, and unauthorized data access when users interact with cloud applications and email. So compliance requires defining and implementing policies, procedures, and also controls aligned with applicable laws, regulations, and industry standards. Coro's user data governance supports compliance with regulatory requirements. So I can name a few for you guys that Coro can help to enforce. Um, well, I did mention some already, but I'll just repeat them for those who didn't hear. GDPR, GLB, HIPAA, SOC, SOX, SOC 2, you name it. So additionally, admin users can configure monitoring for a lot of business sensitive data, such as certificates, data objects with specific keywords, passwords, source code, and specific file types. So Cora has a set list of file types that you can adjust for your needs. So now we take a look at the user data governance panel itself. So the user data governance panel reveals how effectively we're protecting sensitive data across the organization. So we see that over the past 90 days, we've resolved 37 incidents while scanning 11,252 data objects. A critical effort. This is a critical effort to mitigate risk like breaches or compliance violations. So the top threats that we see result here would be PHI and PCI. And then we have PII, which is personally identifiable information. So this safeguards customer or slash employee identities. We also see suspicious exposures were flagged as well. And yeah, that's basically the top threats. So user accountability, we had permissions violations, which affected 5 users, with others trailing. This suggests targeted training may be needed for high-risk teams, which is where Coro's security awareness training would come along, right? So with the security awareness training, you would be able to set specific simulations to test your users, and all of the data, whether some users open it or the ones that don't open it, All that information would be brought forward to you, and Coro could set a automatic course or session for them to provide knowledge on how to move forward. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and try to give the poll a try again. So let me try here. Hopefully this question is not too long. Okay, so this one is very much perfect. Okay. So let me try. One sec here, guys. All right, guys. So I've started the poll. You guys can just give your votes real quick. Okay, so I see password exposure. So which type of data exposure do you consider the highest risk for your organization? Okay, I see that password exposure is the highest. Okay. All right, so let's jump right over to the Coro control panel. So this is the Coro control panel. So the control panel enables you to configure protection settings for your subscribed security modules and add-ons. The control panel is also where you administer your workspace, cloud applications, protected users, and their devices. In addition, each dashboard panel, right, in the action board includes a control panel icon designed to enable you to quickly access the relevant settings page. So the protection overview. So all the modules are listed in the protection section. So we have cloud, endpoint, and email security, user and user data governance, managed SOC or managed security operations center. So under workspace management, we have users and devices and the cloud applications. Lastly, admin controls, the active sessions, the activity logs, and connectors. This is connectors is where you manage integrations with third-party tools and services. So this unified dashboard, what it does, it empowers our team to maintain visibility and control access um, across all security layers, proactively addressing risk before they escalate. And when I say team, you don't have to have a specific team of people to monitor Coro. One person can do this. All right, so seems we're nearing the end um, of the presentation now, or the session at that. So if you guys want to get a free consultation, you can just go ahead there and scan the QR code. Um, I'm going to leave that up there for a minute so you guys can scan. And also inclusive, I know you see 30-day free trial. Whenever you sign up for whenever you're newly signing up with us for Coro, we provide a free trial for you guys, a 30-day free trial, just for you guys to assess whether this is something for you, right? Yeah. All right. Oh, my picture. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Let me move it over a bit. Try and position it to the other side of the screen. Um, or just turn it off for a bit. All right, you guys can scan there now. Let me know if it's still there. Oh, seems to be still there. Okay. One moment here, guys. Let me remove it to the side. That should fix it now. Let me see. Nope. Let me just remove this. Okay, make it to share. Okay. All done. All right. So I'll just give you guys an email or something because I can't seem to remove it from here. Yeah, I was trying to reposition the QR code, but it seems my computer is having some issues. So I'll share the QR code with you guys via email. So I have no problem doing that. All right. So I want to thank you all for joining us today for cybersecurity without the complexity. Um, Let me go ahead and send the link in the chat for you guys to get the free consultation or something to register. Hold on here, guys. Give me 1 minute. Let me grab that link for you guys. So here's the form for you guys. You guys can go ahead and sign up. Yes, there will be a follow-up session. You guys will receive a notification. I'll add all of you guys to the next session that we're going to have or we'll be having. So I hope this session has provided you guys with valuable insights into how Coro can help you secure your organization against today's sophisticated and ever-changing cybersecurity threats. So as we've seen, the effectiveness of Coro, it isn't just about technology. It's about creating a culture of security awareness, empowering your teams, and staying ahead of new risk. Right? If you have any questions and want to explore Coro further, or need help implementing the next steps, or our team is here to support you guys. So thank you again for being here. We look forward to connecting with you in the future. Until then, you guys should stay vigilant, right? So, let me go here as well. So let me go ahead and provide you guys with our contact information on the screen. So you guys can reach out to us at both of those phone numbers on WhatsApp, or if you'd like to just give us a call, then you can do that with that phone number. Or email us at contactus@thinkandchange.com. So as we wrap up today, I'd love to continue the conversation with you all if you're interested again in Coro, or a cybersecurity solution tailored for small and medium-sized businesses. So don't hesitate to reach out. You might be pleasantly surprised to learn that cost isn't a barrier when it comes to Coro. It's far more accessible than you may think. So let me repeat, cost is not a barrier when it comes on to Coro. All right. So thank you all for joining again, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.